All right, welcome back. Round 14 of RMFantasy SXperts. I am Chase.
I'm Christian.
What's up? Thank you for joining us live on YouTube right now. Here to talk about Atlanta 2 and talk about Atlanta 1. What a race.
I loved it.
It was good.
I loved everything about it.
Did the track live up to your expectations?
I think it passed it. I thought it was an awesome
Tomac
track.
liked it. I think AP was loving it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of riders. That's right. I think a lot of riders liked it because when we get to the lap chart here in a second, you will see a lot of shaking and baking. A lot of people moving around. It was good.
Every race.
We got a lot of good highlights that we want to show you. Welcome to everyone who is joining us live in the chat right now. Scooty, are you out there? Tomac, love the track, says that blue Impreza. Oh, we got a Subaru guy.
Stan, you're not the worst at fantasy. Don't ask me how I know.
I only got 25 points. I was off by one with Tomac and Anderson, but anyway, it was an awesome night of race. Let's jump right into our race recap. Our results: Eli Tomac, Chase Sexton. How pissed off are you if you're Sexton right now?
Not as pissed off as AP. I'd be more pissed off about
AP's
that.
only got himself to blame. Sexton can look at Clayson and be like, dude, you cost me a win. AP cost himself a win.
It was the tiniest little tip over.
I know.
It cost him too.
It was frustrating.
So, either way, we almost had a first-time ever winner.
Two
Two of them, so
it was Tomac, Sexton, Webb. He didn't look that good. But I think he's like, you know what? The number 94 is way back in my rear view. I'm cool.
I think
hanging out in third place.
I think Ricky said it. He's like, as long as he's in front of Roczen, he
doesn't
good.
care,
Yep.
and he shouldn't. Anderson in fourth and Ferrandis in fifth. Talk about two guys that rode their butts off, because look at this lap chart. If you look at Anderson, he started back in about, seventh?
Oh, yeah.
Worked his way up to fourth, so he was making moves. But Dylan Ferrandis is probably the star of the show.
Oh,
we have a highlight of him actually going down in the first turn, face down in the mud. The dude came from basically dead last place.
It was a tough, slick, gnarly track, and he's passing 10 people.
What this lap chart doesn't tell you is where they were at coming around the whole shot line. Dylan Ferrandis was dead last.
He was on the ground.
So he got up to 15th by the end of lap one. You can see it right here. He goes down in this first turn crash and goes from dead last. There he is. You can see him right there in the very back.
So we're going to do a replay here. You'll see what happens to Roczen.
Pinched off.
Yeah, Roczen gets pinched off.
Barsha
He gets
went down
stopped.
and gets stopped. But then right here,
Ferrandis in the
that's
dirt.
Ferrandis over there in the corner.
How do you come back from that, dude?
Dude, to fifth.
To fifth.
You ride your butt off. Ferrandis will be some of the greatest rides you'll never hear about or know about, because all he's done is start like outside top 10 this year and then ride his butt off.
I mean, that's impressive.
Just hasn't. But wild card.
Not a lot of riders could have done that.
Yeah. Brock Tickle.
and thriving.
Exactly.
Wild card, 14th place, Mr. Brock Tickle. I think Vince Freeze broke a lot of people's hopes and dreams, just crushed them when he went down with Anstie. I wish they'd show that crash, by the way. It sounded like it was a good one.
Even when you saw Freezy crashing, though, you just thought the wild card power, he can still make it up to 14th. But no.
Something will happen. William Schumann, I don't know what's up with Kenny Roczen here. He just he rode in ninth, and he just stayed there. Like, he didn't really gain any ground. I mean, Ferrandis
there was one point he got
him.
passed. Yeah.
Ferrandis passed him on what? Lap 9-ish? And then it got all the way up to fifth, and Roczen stayed in ninth place. In fact, I don't know. Kind of interesting. But
is he throwing in the towel? I don't know. But that ain't.
I wouldn't say throwing in the towel, but it's definitely, in my opinion, it's over. Right now, stamp it. Unless Cooper Webb crashes out and does not finish a race, it's his.
It's going to take something catastrophic.
Yeah, he's in Roczen's head so bad right now. I'll make a prediction. What do you guys think? I want you to comment right now. Does Tomac take over second place in the point standings? He's only, 15 or so points down?
It's close.
Ken Roczen's gone from about 15 or plus points up in the championship to now almost a full race down. And Tomac, with the way he rode last weekend and the way he could ride these coming races, I could see Tomac being second in the championship points.
I would bet that's a big boost in money.
Dirt Bike Rider 11 thinks so.
What is he? He's only 14 back.
Brian B says it's no Webb. Kenny just fades. I will respectfully disagree with that, because Cooper Webb won 5 out of the last 6 races before we just saw Atlanta 1. I don't think that you can't say, it's Kenny riding bad. Cooper Webb's just been crushing it. He's been winning.
He said it on the podium. He's like, I'm mad I didn't ride well, but it's good to extend the points lead on a bad day.
Yeah.
That says it all, right?
If your bad day is a third place, like Dustin Peterson thinks he's going to fall to third in the points. Yeah, I don't know. kind of crazy. But who's on the Tomac train? But we'll talk about that. Let's talk about some highlights, though. We got some good ones from the 250s. Cooper Webb, or excuse me, Justin Cooper, just going OTB right here. The 250s are always so fun to watch. Look at this. Hammaker just doing what he does.
In the lead, too.
Yeah, he was. He's leading that heat race. And then, That's
Jalik Swole.
Jalik Swole going down the worst place possible, right on the face of a jump. He's lucky he didn't get hurt right there.
Yeah,
that was a bad crash.
A lot of crashes that look gnarly, but no one really got hurt.
One of my favorite, though, is McAdoo trying to do a James Stewart Bubba scrub in the mud, and it does not pay out.
Battle was awesome.
Look at this. What was he doing? Scrub daddy. He didn't get hurt, so we can laugh, but the replay from behind and he said in the interview, he's like, I was trying too hard, I was rushing it.
Well, then had to ride with his bars all tweaked.
Oh my gosh, I would just be saying my prayers.
He's an animal, dude. I loved it. That was probably the best part of the night.
Josh had a replay he found of when Harrison threads the needle on the opening lap and just sends the double right here. Won't see you guys. Everyone else is just rolling it. Dude, he hit a rocket. He hit the boost button right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How about Marchbanks, though? Marchbanks pulled 3 or 4 tear-offs in the matter of one corner. 1, 2, 3. Goggles are still muddy. And he's like he tried in the air. 1, 2,
Then he's
3.
still going after that, I think.
Still pulling gaps. That's when you know you're fast, is when you can go through a corner faster than me with one hand on the bars.
Not even get past.
What about 450s? Anything on there we want to talk about? There's only one scrub daddy. That's right, Chris Guthrie. Yeah, everyone will agree with that.
Barsha's crash was gnarly. Do we got that one?
Yeah, it's funny. I was watching this with a friend of mine, and I said, watch this. He will crash before this race is over. And he's like, well, how do you know?
Why would you do that?
Because he was overriding in the mud. He was trying too hard.
Why would you do that
And then things like this happen. Hey, I predicted it.
Yeah, I had him in second when he was leading the heat and all. I was feeling good. I don't think he was right after that, though.
I don't know. I saw Anderson almost die, jumping into the face of another takeoff. That did not look... This is when you know factory suspension or Supercross suspension is necessary. Look right here.
Boink.
Oh, my gosh. That would hurt.
Just ride it off.
But look, let's talk about, though,
AP? Sexton?
Oh, my gosh. This man had a win in the bag. In the bag.
Woo! Nobody was happy to see
that. So you think he's more upset right now than Sexton?
I would be.
I guess you're right. You got a 5-second lead.
He was
gapping. You're gapping people, and you do this.
Yeah,
and you fall way back. So, I don't know, man. That is a bummer. And then Sexton had Clayson get in his way.
Clearly not on purpose.
No, but and then Sexton, did you hear about this? He thought the race was over. That's why he rolled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so right there he hits that, and then he rolls the next jump.
Yeah, I was wondering why he did that.
He thought the race was over.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And he saw Tomac take off. He's like, oh, crap. I still have a lap to go.
Rookie mistakes.
So I actually heard, I was watching one of Ouija's videos, and he went to the Honda tent and asked them, and supposedly I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, but they said he overjumped the finish line. You can't really see it. And then didn't know if he had enough to make this next jump.
He said that he thought the race was over. Maybe he couldn't hit it because he checked up, but he thought it was over. Bam, bam, go, boom.
He probably could have quadded it.
Miguel thinks the track was garbage. I'd like to hear why you thought that track was garbage. All the racers liked it.
I love it.
From what I heard, they all liked it.
I thought it was awesome. Separated them. The dudes that wanted to push, it paid off.
Dudes could actually charge, in the whoop section. I thought the track was really cool. It was a breath of fresh air. Oh, man. Smoker.
I will say, I was watching Race Day Live, and somebody picked AP to win, and I thought it was kind of crazy and risky.
Yeah.
And we might be talking to him later on.
Cody Morey says the track was awesome. LT1, S14. We did see it dry. That 450 main event, there was only one slick spot, which is that one whoop section, but it was a dry track. That was a racetrack.
Those were some real whoops, too.
Yeah, and it's going to be similar to the same track layout. Yeah. Josh, we have the track layout, right?
Looks like it's just kind of going backwards.
It's going to look very similar. It's just kind of going the other direction, and they just kind of change up the sand section a little bit. But, dude, I am digging it.
I love it.
I think Tomac would just love to have this be every style of track all year.
These longer laps. The only thing I didn't like was I'm knocking down the time, but
yeah,
I guess with those long laps.
I put Tomac in second. I had Webb for first, and I should have believed the hype that it was a Tomac style track. And but anyway, 40 seconds to 140 lap times. See, that's what I'm talking about.
John Scott's on my side. Longer lap times.
Oh, I love it. I thought it was awesome. So, all right. Well, let's talk about some player stats, what we got for points going on, because for me, it sucked. I got 25 points. What did you get?
I think I got 36. Well, I was right on the average.
Yeah.
I'm still so far back.
I had Tomac and Anderson off by 1, so that crushed me.
Dude, but I had AP in third. And even when he went down and was in third, I thought, I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, we predicted a blue bike on the podium.
It should have happened.
Should have happened.
Yeah.
But, look at that. Dirt bike rider, he got 25, 36. Dustin Peterson at 66 is good. Who'd you get
good.
right? Average score was 36. No perfect scores.
Broke our streak. We
Wow.
had 2 straight weeks of perfect scores. Only 4 people had 5 picks
when
right.
Ferrandis is in the top 5, you're probably not going to have any perfect
And
scores.
Sexton second.
Only 4 people got 5 picks right?
I'm just going to
Jeez.
say only 1.7% had Sexton to win. So when Clayson slowed down Tomac.
How mad were you?
Oh,
how mad.
Those few people had to be so mad. But everyone else, like the 60% or whatever that ended up picking Tomac.
I was only mad at Freeze because I was like,
Yeah, when you pick him in the wild card, you just take that as a gimme.
he was the most picked rider by you had 35%. Tickle was the next closest. He had 11%. So a lot of people had Tickle on there, which paid off for them.
Oh, 2.4% had AP to win.
Really?
So that's probably the most he's ever had.
Nice job, Vicky and Chris. You got 55 points each. Cody Wilkins with 41. That's pretty good.
2.5% had Ferrandis in their top 5 too. So
Gosh.
to get a lot of points on that round, you know
Yeah,
your
take some
stuff.
gambles. Yep. Look at the screen here. Let's talk about our leaderboard here for a second.
Dude, it's looking close.
It is. There are people all over this. I mean, let me scroll down here so I can see it real quick.
I just want to teach me how to M Dougie. Because that dude is getting some points.
Yeah,
Is
they've
he?
been on top for about 3 rounds. Also, Jay Tomps he's been up there for about 2 rounds. I've been keeping an eye on the top 5, and they're all right about there.
It's looking like
Jeez.
3-4 rounds ago that didn't look like this. So it's been shaking up a lot.
706. What is it like?
That's what I wanna know.
To break 600 in a season.
If you're in that top 50, if you're
you're in
high
the
up
top-
in our group, we want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Reach out to us. We want to have the
If you're
real
in the
SXperts
top,
call
we
in.
want to hear because, we want to hear what goes on in your picks.
I want to hear the strategies. I want to hear what you're doing. I mean, the guy leading our SXperts group, Chet Felix, this guy's in 10th place overall.
You know what's crazy, though, is I'll bet you none of these people in the top 10 in points win a weekly prize
No, it's
because they're
just
waiting
rare.
until qualifying.
I always look it up at the end of the
crazy.
season, and the top 10 grand prize winners, they never have perfect scores or anything like that. So
They're just solid all
you
year.
just got to get 2 to 3 right every week.
Brian B is pumped because he's in the top 18,000.
Dude, that's something to be proud of. There's
Finding
like
Haley.
almost 90,000 people playing. So
Yeah. New Jersey in the house. What's up, Robert M?
that was funny. Somebody tweeted at us, people actually play that. And I'm just thinking, it's like 90,000 people, but all right.
Yeah, some people play it. Just a few.
Okay.
All right. Well, look, we got some fun facts we want to share with everybody here. Chisholm has taken 15th in the last 4 rounds. You made a meme about this.
He's got that spot locked down. Like
Hey.
he will not let anyone take it.
Speaking of memes, where the heck is it? We have a Justin Barsha jersey that we're trying our hardest to give away, people. And we said it last week.
We need more entries.
Yeah, you got to go to the Discord. The link's in the description. We have it. Go to the Discord. So it's on the table, Josh. Go to the Discord, submit a meme, and we're going to pick our favorite meme. And we're going to pick a winner this coming Saturday after the races.
You have a better chance
you,
than
Josh.
you think, really, because we didn't get
Look
that
at
many.
this. Yeah, we don't have that many. So right now, you got a really good shot at winning this thing. Justin Barsha, official Red Bull Gas jersey signed.
If we, I'm just saying, I'll claim it.
And this
I'll
isn't,
make a meme real quick.
And this isn't just some, jersey where they just kind of heat treated some stuff on here. This is an actual jersey that he would wear in a race scenario. So
The first gas jerseys,
all you got to do,
Barsha.
I like the Osborne jersey, but this is the one that I personally would like to take home.
Probably would too.
And
No-
all you
no
got to do is submit a
disrespect.
meme in the Discord. It's that simple.
Just because it's the first year of that team, and that'd be awesome to have.
All right.
What else fun facts do we got? First time AP's gotten a whole shot and led laps in his 450 career. And then what's up with your boy Dino?
Why is he my boy? Nothing. Dino going
Dino's
down.
everybody's boy.
Going down twice in the freaking LCQ. That is a rough night.
Yeah, didn't make the main for the first time without crashing out. So
Ugh.
that's why I just don't want to go to that LCQ. I know he's won.
Be the man back in the day.
He's won a bunch of LCQs, but that's not how you want to do it.
Yeah, it's tough. good exposure for the team, I guess. But yeah, he's definitely. I don't care who. When you're Dean Wilson, like winning LCQs is not ideal.
I'm guessing he'll bounce back good tomorrow. So, and then our friend Michael Essie, I'm checking out his social media. He brought up the point that the gap between the first and 40th fastest qualifier was like 20-second difference.
20?
Yeah, which might be the biggest ever. I don't know, because then we went and looked at the difference between the top 40 the week before in Arlington, and it was 6 seconds.
Did you see, I think 250s, they didn't lap anybody. That's like one of the first times the leaders never lapped somebody.
That's cool.
No, that's good.
So,
you don't.
Mike knows his stuff. He pointed it out. I was pretty impressed.
I mean,
by that.
sometimes lappers are good because they mix it up, but also it's like it's a bummer when you're lapping people halfway through a race or whatever.
Yeah, or 3-4 times.
All right, Alyssa Peterson, you better step it up this round. And then let's say track trends. We put it up there. Almost a 180 left-hander off the start. That was something interesting we saw. Anyway, opposite way, good size whoop section. It's supposed to be good weather, so no rain in the forecast, which is good.
Yep.
So I am looking forward to it.
Love it.
All right, injuries. AC, Osborne, no-go. Bogle and Bloss were there for qualifying but didn't race.
Bogle just barely posted something, said he was hurt from Arlington, gave it a go, couldn't make it happen last round. It didn't sound like he was going to be able to make this one either, so make sure you check qualifying if you're picking Bogle. Bloss, I'm not sure what happened.
Fries and Anstey crashed out. I'm assuming they're going to be back. Anstey got up, looked like he was okay, or so did Fries. No, Anstey got rolled off on the cart, actually, but it looks like he just maybe something with his lung, I heard. Yeah. And then Freezy, he got up and rode off.
It looked like he rode for a little bit and then rolled off. So
Barsh should be all right. Barsh just had a bad round.
Just banged up. We'll see, the short turnaround might hurt someone like that, because you don't get as much time to heal up. But
yeah, see, look, there's Chris McIntyre says it was a great track for passing. I agree.
That.
Oh, Ashton, no. Like, to put Ken Roczen right now to win.
Oh, Brody, don't even.
Well, he's got podium like 2 times out of the last 6 races or so, and he's
Roczen?
He's just not been. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been tough.
It didn't look good.
Do you think Tomac wins every Atlanta? Because right now Colby sucks at fishing. Thinks that. How do you suck at fishing?
Dude,
can you suck at fishing?
No, I don't
fly
care
fishing, maybe. I can't fly fish.
I just love to go.
Don't waste the points, says Finding Haley. All right,
Tomac, or who do we want to start with? Webb? I mean, what do you do with him?
Look at these numbers. His last 5 finishes, these are legendary. 2-1-1-1-3.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, 3-1-1-1-2.
No, you're right.
No, because he got
third last round.
Yeah, so 3-1-1-1-2. And then look at his starts. Are you kidding me right now?
Not worse than second.
And people think it's because Roczen's having a bad year. Give me a break. He hasn't started worse than second in 5 or 6 races.
I don't know anyone that could be beating that ever.
That's how you win championships, my friend.
Just a sample.
Hasn't started out of the top 5 since round 5.
Dylan 2323 said exactly what I was saying earlier. I was looking for mud puddles when AP was in the lead, hoping he would jump in one after he won.
Yeah. I know. I was starting to prepare
one.
myself, too, when he was about to win.
All right. Well, anyway, back to Webb here. His last round was the first time he finished behind where he started this season. Jeez. What?
I think he's in the conserving range right now.
I know, but okay.
It is weird
he starts
to see him
second and finishes third, but even still, like, come on.
Yeah.
But since we shifted to West Coast rounds, in round 8, his average finish is 1.5.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
With an average start of 1.8. You can't beat that.
That's freaking incredible. I don't know.
You got to shake him up like we've been saying for a while. Roczen has to rattle him somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, the only person he was battling with was Sexton. Your teammate, dude. Where are you at?
Well, my teammate. Oh, his teammate?
Yeah.
What? All right. Well,
Roxon's teammate.
Well, speaking of Roczen, let's talk about this man right now. Roczen wants a perfect season to finish on, says Brody Richard. Well, like he's got to win out the rest of the season. Is that what you mean by perfect?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. But Roxon's last 5 finishes, look at this. 9-2-3. I mean, okay. So 9-2-3, that's good, right? 6-4. But when you're looking at Webb, who hasn't finished worse than third, it's like you're just bleeding points every round.
Yeah, it's not going to do it.
His starts have not, like 10th last weekend. And then first, third. That's good. But even the one that where he hole shotted, he still lost to Webb.
He's got to be starting 5th or better every round to even have a chance.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think mentally Webb has he is in his head.
Look at his worst finish of the season last round, 9th place. And that was actually his worst finish since round 13 of last season when he took 10th at Salt Lake City 3.
Yeah.
So has started 10th place or worse in 3 of the last 6 rounds.
But the question is, with Webb having about a 23-point lead, I believe, right now, does he go into conservative mode?
I think so, yeah. Like Ricky said, if he's ahead of Roczen, just cruise it in.
What do you guys think? As long as Webb is ahead of Roczen, is he still going to go for that win? Or if somebody's behind him, do you think he's going to fight for that win?
It seemed like he was struggling on that track a little bit, too. I don't know if he wanted to push it.
He's smart, and he's going to figure it out for this round. And look, who doesn't like that payday when you win a race?
It's true, but that championship payday is nice, too.
That's very true. That's a good point.
So I look at it like he's the opposite of Webb since the series shifted west. Roczen went from a average finish of 2 to an average start of 4 to average finish of 4.5 and average start of 7.
Dude,
so what happens since round 8 on, it's gotten bad.
That's what happens when Webb's living rent free in your head.
It might
you get lazy, huh?
I mean, it was weird that one race they rode up to each other and tried to fist pump
to bro it down.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be doing that if I was Roczen. I don't care.
Show him some attitude.
I wouldn't be doing that.
Good grief.
Even if I was cool with the guy, I'd want to put it in his mind. Maybe I'm not.
Stan M, I don't know how much a payday is, but I can't imagine it's not less than.
I'm sure it's worth it.
So yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. Let's put it this way. I guarantee you, those guys make more money than me in a year or in a weekend if they win a race than I do in a full year.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. It's good money. All right.
Let's just say, too, he has to make up 5.5 points per round. It's doable.
Who, Roczen?
I mean, if Webb has a bad round, finishes 12th.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do something. I don't know, but that's what it's going to take. I mean, look at his average finishes in rounds 14 through 17 over the last few seasons. He does not finish the season strong. 2020 was 4.25. 2019 was 6.25.
Okay. All right. Well, look, let's talk about Tomac.
Hey, I just want to say, too, we're not saying in a hating way. We want Roczen to get up there and make this a series again.
We do, but I think it's going to take Webb crashing or just something bad's going to happen to Webb before Kenny's just going to beat him straight up every week for the next 4 rounds.
There's just not a lot of history, stats, anything that's saying Roxon's going to catch up.
Yeah. I don't know. What if Tomac just came and what if Webb had some weird DNF and Tomac comes and wins this and Roczen loses it? That would be a bummer.
Yeah. What is
Look at
this?
This is old school right here. Are you on this train? Who's on this train right now?
Who's hopping on that train?
That's the Tomac. And look who's on it. Who is that? Who is that guy?
This is classic. This is like 2010 Tomac?
I think there's a lot of people on the Tomac train right now.
So that is an old throwback. If anyone's been following the SXperts for a while, we made that back in about 2017 for the show. We dug it out of the archives just to bring it back. So you're welcome.
It's still as relevant today as it was then. Look at it go. Young, awkward Tomac, he said.
Oh, Dylan, 23, would rather have Tomac win than Webb. Well, hey, Webb earns it. I used to hate on Webb, but, dude, all I got is nothing but respect for that guy. Well, look, let's cover Tomac real quick, and then we're going to have Dan Hubbard, our good friend from Race Day Live, Hubs. He's going to be calling in. We're going to get his thoughts and what he thinks about this round and
let's
everything about it. So start on that while I'm texting Dan here. It's getting ready to rock.
Last 5 finishes, 1-8-2-3-1. Starts 1-16-2-4-4. So getting better. Consistent.
That is, look at his start, 4-4-2. I mean, one bad start.
That's good enough for him.
Yeah.
Really.
But in his finishes, like, surprisingly, looking at these, I didn't realize Tomac's been doing this good.
He's been doing quietly
1-3-2-8-1.
He's just lurking, bro.
He just had such a crappy start to the year.
He did. But look, hasn't taken the same place. We're talking fantasy. Hasn't taken the same place in back-to-back rounds this season. Led laps last round for the first time since round 9 when he won in Daytona. Has the 4th best average start this year and the 3rd best average finish. Obviously, he's 3rd in points. But look at that. His average start, 6.2. Average finish 4 points. It's up there. It's not bad. Other years that could have even won. Who knows?
Yeah.
But has the best average qualifying position. So people are picking him a lot no matter what.
Yeah.
And these tracks are suiting him, no doubt.
Well, what'd you say? Like over 70% of people right now are picking Tomac to win just because he already won?
Once he wins one race, I call him the Pac-Man because we have the circle chart, and he just takes over, dude. It just looks like the Pac-Man after he wins.
What does Tomac need to finish over Webb the rest of the season to clinch it? I think he's like 33 points down right now.
Who?
So divide that by 4. Tomac. Well,
He's 36 points. So
36?
Yeah, dude, it's like 8.5, something like that.
Yeah, no, 9. 9 times 4 is 36.
9. We went to
elementary school.
I went to the East Side Las Vegas school.
Oh, that says a lot. All right. Well, look, there's some of our top contenders. Let's get Dan Hubbard on the phone, and let's get his thoughts on this racing this weekend.
Hello.
Dan Hubbard.
Chase, Christian, how you guys doing?
Oh, we're good. We're just doing a little bench racing over here. You're obviously in Atlanta still, right?
I am, man. I'm sitting in my car. Are we on the air? Are we live and nationwide? Worldwide?
We're live
this
right
is
now.
happening right now. No, like, hey, we're gonna go on in a couple of minutes. Like, prepare yourself, get ready. We're gonna come to you, just straight to it.
I texted you and gave you a heads up. Okay.
Powder that nose and let's roll.
No, that is it. I totally get it now. I understand. I'm all on board. No, I'm sitting in my car. I was in my hotel room and talking to my wife, and I went down to one bar and it cut out. I'm like, man. So I ran out to my car, my rental car. I got the AC kicking. I'm in the parking lot here in Atlanta near the airport, and I'm here through next Sunday.
I love the dedication. I love the dedication.
Yeah.
So what do you do for
man.
So you're sticking around till next Saturday's race. What do you do for an entire week? You and the wife sightseeing or what?
Yeah, man. I hit the jacuzzi. I just hang out, eat cheeseburgers, and drink Monster. No, I don't know, man. That's half right. I definitely drink Monster. This is a true story, by the way. Before I ever got linked up with them, which was about 13 years ago, I was doing a BMX show, and one of the Monster reps heard me in the morning and came out and said, dude, you guys drink Monster? We're like, yeah. And he gave me 2 cases of Monster. I'm like, yes, heaven. So I joke around, but I actually still drink it to this day. And so, but no, I study a lot, dude. Really, honestly. I mean, I'm in my room. I'm watching the broadcast. I have Peacock Premium. So I watch what went down on the races, the round before, catch up, take notes. There's press conferences to catch up with. There's 450 and 250 roundtables that Sean Brennan and Daniel Blair set up with Feld, and those are great. And so I try to get as much information as I can. So when I show up on set for race day, I'm well versed, or at least I've got some good notes.
Right on.
So that's primarily what I do.
What's your go-to Monster flavor?
Oh, dude, it's absolutely Zero is my favorite, and I love. No, well, that one too. That's Ultra, Zero Ultra. Yeah, I absolutely Zero is it's kind of blue and purple, and it's 0 sugar, 0 calories, and it tastes amazing. And I hit that, and then I also love low carb as well. The Ultra line's amazing. There's so many good flavors. That's the cool thing about Monster, dude. Is they're so. Dude, they got Java. I mean, they got you know what I mean? It's incredible. Like,
well,
it's
all
amazing.
Over the map,
judging by your energy levels right now, you've had at least 4 in the last hour.
Why not?
I drink. It's one a day in the morning, and it carries me through the whole day, bro. I will say that I do have a lot of natural energy that I was just born with. I was born pretty hyper, and used to jump around in my crib, my mom would say, and try and get out and tumble out.
Well, speaking of high energy,
so that's it.
You've been doing this for a while now. We were wondering, how did you get into this? How did you end up getting the job? Because before you were down in the stadium during the night show, and is Lurch still doing that? So what are
Lurch retired.
Lurch retired. Yep. Did you take over for Lurch, or kind of how'd you get into this? How did it all start for you?
I worked with Lurch. This is my 5th year doing the night show. What people don't realize is I've been up in the booth when Irv Braun unfortunately passed away. Great announcer and been doing it for years up in the booth. You didn't see him, but you heard his voice. His voice of Supercross. And he unfortunately kind of suddenly passed away, and they needed to fill that spot. And I've told this story before, but it's pretty funny. I have a friend who is the lead in the movie Rad. His name is Bill Allen, and he was Crew Jones in Rad. And he actually still rides. We ride BMX together on Tuesday nights in Huntington Beach with a guy named Martin Aparicio, Eddie Fiola, Shade Sean, and a bunch of other cool guys that we ride with. And we do old school tricks from the 80s. I still ride myself. And he was working on some rad promotions. And he said, hey, do you have any ideas? Can we get together and meet? I've got a buddy who is in the skateboard and motocross world, and you're in kind of the motocross because I was hosting the Fan Fest for Monster at the time. You're in the BMX and motocross world. You guys probably could work something out.
I can't believe you're talking about rad right now. Like backflipping a hockey mask, a hockey helmet onto a bed mattress.
The airwalk, bro.
I grew up on it. I grew up on it.
Dude, Rad, who didn't? Rad rules. It's an amazing movie, and it's all legit. And so I get to ride with those dudes. I came in the game kind of just after Rad dropped, and of course it inspired millions of kids to get on their bikes and ride. And
that's awesome.
who can't forget Hell Track, bro, and Bart Connor, and
send me an angel on the prom dance floor.
Right?
Just
unreal, dude. Bicycle boogie. You know you want a bicycle boogie. Come on now,
gosh.
Lori Laughlin's so even more famous than she was back then.
I love the way that they
hardcore.
slapped on the guy for that scene.
Yeah, so good. And the twins dancing, right?
Yeah,
Rex and Rod dancing. Oh my god, it holds
good.
up.
I like
it holds up, baby. But I get to hang with those guys, and they were my heroes, and now we're good friends. And he was sitting at a meeting with his friend named Tim Campbell, and I'd never met Tim Campbell, but Tim is deep in the motocross and skateboard industry. And he said, "Hey, we just first meeting." He goes, "Oh, you're an announcer." He goes, "Would you ever be interested in hosting Supercross?" And I was floored. I'm like, "Of course, dude. I've been watching it since I was a kid. That's why I got into BMX is because I love motocross and Supercross so much." And so he gave me a number, and that was to Dave Prater, who was looking for a new host. And they had a tryout. This is a long story. I know we don't have a lot of time, and someday we'll get into it. But I had a tryout at Monster Energy Cup, and I showed up. And dude, I went out I was in the Joker lane. This is like 6 years ago. And the microphone was all wired up with 3 50-foot cords patched together. Wow. And they were shorting. And I didn't know it. So they go, "Let's go to Dan Hubbard down to the Joker lane." And I turn on the mic and nothing.
Nothing?
Like 30,000 people staring at me like nothing.
What is this
and I'm like,
doing?
"Oh," and I kind of shrugged my shoulders. They tried to fix it. Second time, same thing. "Let's go to Dan Hubbard in the Joker lane." Nothing. I'm like, "No." So I said, "Hey, can you please change the patch cords?" Again, there's more to that story. They did.
Awesome.
And then, bam, third time is a charm. It went great. Had a great night. Didn't even think I got the job because of it wasn't my mistake, but things happen and whatever. And then a couple weeks later, Tim Fenn hit me up and said, "Hey, we'd like you for the job." And I literally thought he was joking because I didn't, the mic breaking and all that. And it was a big honor, and it still is now. So I've been in the booth up there away from the cameras while Lurch was on the floor with Ashley Raynard. And I just kind of sat up there for years doing my thing. And you'd hear me during the day and a little bit during the night. And then Lurch retired. And so I kind of slid in a little bit to his role, but then they put me back in the booth. So it's kind of been back and forth. And then because of COVID, they had to combine the day show with the night show. And there wasn't a budget to hire everybody back in. So they asked, "Hey, are you okay sitting on the show with Daniel Blair?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Of course. I mean, if you guys need me to do it, I'll do it." And so instead of just having me talk and the other host and Ashley talk for 4 or 5 hours during the day, they just put us on the camera with Daniel and then combined the live show. So we lost some people, they lost some people, and we combined what's left, and that's where I'm at now with Daniel Blair and Race Day Live.
It's been a crazy last year, no doubt. But with doing all that, we know you're a big fan. You're close to all the riders, close to the stadiums, all that. How has playing fantasy changed Supercross? I mean, does it change how you talk to riders, deal with them? They don't bring it up, you don't bring it up. What's going on there?
No. When I'm on the mic, I'm in the night show, and if I have like Aaron Plessinger, I had him as my top pick for to win the whole thing on Saturday night, and I'm on the mic going, "Plessinger, let's go! Let's go! You need to win now! There's a lot riding on this, bro. Can you hear me?" I don't say anything.
Can you hear me?
I don't talk. I have to be totally neutral, but behind the scenes, it's super fun. And I'm with a group, my buddy Brian Crane, who actually works for Monster Energy, a really nice guy. Him and his wife got me into it, put me on their team. And then I'm on the Feld team as well. And it's a blast. And it's just fun. It makes it so much more fun. And I will tell you, if you go back to Arlington 3 and look at my picks, and they're on tape for everyone to see, I had Cooper Webb winning, which a lot of people chose. That's fine.
Yeah.
I had Roczen in second and Tomac in third. And that's the first time I've ever gone 1, 2, 3 and nailed it. And of course I put the picks in before right before just after qualifying before the night races. So that was cool. And then I picked Justin Cooper to win the 250s. So I was feeling pretty good about myself, right? So I come into Atlanta and I'm like, let's mix it up. There's rain. The track's crazy. Let's go with Aaron Plessinger for first place. And let's get Jason Anderson in second. And let's put Chase Sexton in third because, you know, who of course, right? And then it didn't work out
close. I saw you pick AP, and I'm like, that's bold. But
well,
once he was out front,
what about
he's
this?
A genius.
Well, what about tomorrow? Are you going to put Tomac in first? Give us your podium right now for tomorrow.
So I am a huge Tomac fan, and I had him in first for Daytona, and I got it right for that, right? And I can't even believe I didn't have Tomac in the top 5. That's ridiculous that I didn't have Tomac in the top 5. But I was trying to mix it up. Tomac and Webb and those guys, they didn't qualify real high up, right? Mm-hmm. So I was kind of trying to think, well, with the weather and this track, let's just gamble and have fun with it. And that's kind of what's so fun about RMFantasySX is you can take a risk like that, and it might happen. AP was running in front for a while there, and Sexton was in front for a while. Like it was kind of lining up. But at any rate, it didn't exactly work out. So for this week, it'd be a little bit different. Oh, by the way, I did have Cade Clayson for my wild card in 14, and that didn't work out. But Cade was in the news for other reasons. With Chase Sexton. So there was something on my radar. It was just the wrong thing. So that's awesome. I would have liked to see Cade get in there and move up a few spots.
Well, so
I haven't made my picks for tomorrow yet. I just haven't yet. But I do like Eli, of course.
Okay. I like it. Here's a question for you. So obviously you get to meet and talk to all the riders all the time. Give us one. We're gonna have to ask for the Dan Hubbard shortened version here. While you're
Good luck with that.
Yeah, right. Come on, give us a good story of a rider. Do you have something that comes to top of mind of a rider that stands out to you, or just a funny story, or anything like that?
I've seen him talk about some privateers a lot that don't normally get a lot of attention, and they always seem to have the coolest stories if anyone would cover them. Like who comes to mind that doesn't get the attention they probably should?
So the last one was Matt Hubert, and he just turned pro, and he was really excited. He had some trouble in Orlando with the whoops, and I'm like, hey man, let's talk. Get on the phone. I called him up and just had a really cool conversation with him. And then he goes to Arlington. He's just really hyped, and he's got all his friends and family helping him out. And there's this really good momentum, and we have this great conversation. And right out of the gate, I'm like, we're on Race Day Live and talking about all this. And then Daniel's like, I think your boy just went down. And right out of the gate, he was having trouble. Like twice went down to the whoops and is now out and has to wait till outdoors. So not a funny story, a bummer story, but you just never know with this sport what can happen. And there's the problem with the thing is with COVID, we're on our own little bubble, right? So we're not supposed to go to the pit. We can't. So I've just been kind of hitting people up. Right, man. I'm not supposed to be in the pits. I think Daniel has a pass because he's with the broadcast at night as well. But for me, I'm supposed to stay in my bubble. I'm not. Yeah, it's pretty strict, right? So they're trying to make sure everyone's kind of separated and you stay with your little bubble to the best of your ability. So what I've been doing is just trying to kind of hit people up on Insta, and then primarily just getting ready. The other thing too is I have 2 jobs, right? So I still am doing the night show.
Right.
So right after Race Day Live, like when Race Day Live goes off the air, I put on a headset. Ashley and I put on a different headset. Tyler Enicknap joins us, and bam, we do a little broadcast, real quick hit. Then we watch the 250 and 450 mains from the previous round, and then we are off to the races with a 40-minute pre-show, and then we start opening ceremonies, and then we go into the whole night racing show. And we're not done till late at night, and then there's a press conference. So my days are pretty gnarly, right? I was up at 5 a.m. on Saturday because we had the day show, which is 2 a.m. California time. And then we go to set, we check the comms and all that. We talk about what we're going to say, and then bam, right into it. And it's just nonstop. And with the rain, that got kind of wild because it changed everything because we lost, first of all, we lost press day the day before. Yeah. Then we lost the actual practice for the riders. The first round of practice, we had 1 round of qualifying, then we lost second qualifying. And I say lost, we had to be sure with the water. We didn't want to destroy the track, right?
Right.
So the AMA felt FIM made a decision, let's preserve the track. And I'm glad they did, really, because it worked out really well for the night show, although a little slippery in the first heat races.
For sure.
But hey, it turned out to be good, though.
turned out to be amazing, and a little bit of wild ride for McAdoo and Cooper, Justin Cooper, and a few others,
Yep.
But for the most part, it was great racing, and to see Thrasher up there, another rider get a first win in the 250 class in the West was just remarkable. Like that was really cool to have. It's the 250 class has been one of the wildest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There's so much parity. There's so many great riders, and it really is true that on any given night, one of these young rookies could come up and win it. I mean, maybe it'll lead Jalik Swoll next time. Who knows? It's incredible.
Well, look, Dan, we got one more question before we start talking about spoilers this week. And since Daniel's not on the show right now, we can make fun of him. Who's taller, Daniel or Ashley?
Ashley and myself by far. Yeah,
right.
But you know what? He makes up for Moxie, man. He makes up for guts and style and intelligence. And as much as I want to make fun of him, he's a great sport and great mentor for me as well. He's helped me a lot jumping into that situation without ever being in that situation on Race Day Live, and having a guy like him on the set to help me through it. I'll be indebted to him forever.
All right, well, don't tell my ass that.
I won't, man. I'm sure he's listening right now. He's trying to call in, I'm sure, but the guy is kind of busy. The joke is that Ashley and I are there basically to carry Daniel right now, and that's what we're doing. We're going to carry him through the action and help him out when he needs it.
Hey, Dan. So we had one person on the live stream that had a request. So it's from Patrick. He wanted to. We've got a picture of you with AP when AP won the 250 championship, and we wanted to hear your best.
Do it for Dale. Woo!
Do it for Dale. Woo!
There we go. Thanks, Dan.
Oh, you're pretty good at it.
AP is a treat. And Dale Earnhardt, a legend, and he won at Atlanta too. Of course, he won so many races, and so I think he really meant it too, right? I mean, AP, that was legit, man. That's one of his heroes, and
For
so
sure.
pretty cool that he was able to get that love in for Dale at Daytona and keep it going. But what a guy, man. AP is a real treat, and he makes Supercross better. So I can't wait for more AP. And man, maybe he will get on the top step and get that Yama dog up there. Let's hope. Let's hope.
Well, Dan, we appreciate you calling in. Best of luck on your picks coming up tomorrow. We're going to see you on Race Day Live, and hopefully make some good picks.
I'm always watching.
I appreciate you guys. Hey, I know. I appreciate it. I thank you guys for doing what you do. I love it. It's super fun. And for anybody out there, man, if you're already listening, you're already doing it. Call up your friends who might not know how fun it is and get them involved. It's so easy. It's so fun. And that's what my buddy did. And it's been a blast. And just get on it, man. This is a great show. And what you guys do for the sport and everybody, it means a lot. So thank you guys.
All right, man. Appreciate it. We'll talk soon. All right.
All right. Cheers, guys. See you tomorrow.
We'll see ya. Whew.
That's a hyped up man.
That man is hyped.
That is a hyped up man.
He does.
He said one monster. I can't. He had to.
I don't know if he's on the sugar and caffeine free monsters.
He didn't have time to drink them though.
I love it though. Hey.
Oh man,
dude, you got to love the sport that much. That guy's pumped.
He does
a good job.
Let's get into it. People are saying let's talk about spoilers here. All right, Cooper Webb. We talked about him. Tomac. All right. Oh, who's the first rider? Anderson?
I mean, the wild card's close.
What is it, ninth
place this week? So it's a lot of riders that could go either way at this point.
I know. Right now it's tough.
Who's your best spoiler?
Me?
Yeah. Best chance to crack the top 5
is
other than
Aaron
top 3.
Plessinger still considered a spoiler?
Yeah.
AP.
You're putting him first over everyone else.
AP and Anderson. Those are my 2 top spoilers.
Not even Sexton. You're
Well,
out of your mind.
Man, Sexton's hard. I don't know. He's been so solid. It's like I wouldn't call him a spoiler.
I'm going.
Okay, after Webb and Tomac, those 3 would be my next solid picks for top 5. I'm not even putting Roczen in there right now.
Oh, you're putting these guys above Roczen.
And Barsha.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I crazy?
No.
What would you do?
It sounds crazy until you look at the stats.
Tomac, Webb, who would be your next 3 riders in no particular order that you're going to put in your top 5?
I'm going AP just off the starts.
Put it right there. Poll right now. Who's your spoiler in the top 5 this week? Malcolm Stewart, Plessinger, Muscan. Man, we haven't talked about Muscan,
Marv
but
did good. He looked good last round.
Yeah, but Anderson, Sexton. Vote right now. Who do you think? Marv top 5 says Stan M. See, Steven had AP in 5th. You want him to go down so bad, and when he did, he felt terrible. Yeah, it is a terrible. Like, who doesn't want to see AP win?
Well, I'm just saying, let's rank it by best chance of cracking the top 5 to least.
Brian's got Anderson. A lot of AP, like AP and Anderson.
I'm saying AP first. I mean, he got
Sexton's getting a lot of votes.
Basically, whole shotted his heat and main. The guy's getting starts. This
Ripping
track
him.
favors him. I mean, he was gapping him in the lead till he had a little mistake. So I'm putting AP best chance. Sexton second, close.
Look at that pole bouncing around.
Well, look at these two getting starts, dude. I would say they're more than Anderson because he's not getting those starts.
Oh, no, I'd agree with that. It's between Sexton and AP. Between, like, who's going to get.
Anderson can bulldoze. We know that now.
Just needs to get a start.
But I'm saying these two.
If Anderson came out and wins tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised one bit.
No.
Is Dylan Ferrandis a spoiler? I mean, he climbed all the way up there.
He just did it last week.
What could that man do with a top 4 or 5 start?
Something on this track.
You're going to be on the podium. Look at this. AP's just crushing it right now.
So we got. I mean, we got to even mention the boy Joey Savacci was running in top 5 for a while there.
Yeah, Chris has got a point. I think AP is going to want to make up for Saturday. I think he's got a point to prove.
I do too.
Oh gosh,
riders that I thought didn't look that great. Malcolm Stewart.
No, it looked like he. I think Jason Wygant said he just takes breaks in the middle of the race and then starts riding again. I don't get it.
I predicted him to win his first race this season. I'm hoping that still happens.
Where did Bam Bam Barsha go? His last 5 finishes are 10, 4, 4, 2, 6.
I don't know.
So last week was he went down. Obviously, he had that problem in the beginning of the race, and him and Roczen just kind of rode around in the same spots. But his starts have been awful. 14, he got third. 14, 3, 12, 4, 8.
Not what he needs, no doubt about that.
No, so he's not, I don't know.
Hasn't got back-to-back worse than 10th in back-to-back rounds this season.
I guess he's not on our poll right now, but even if he was, I still feel like AP or Sexton would be beating him for picks.
Well, look at this, the tale of two coasts, which they're technically all been basically East Coast rounds, but since round 8, the first 7 rounds and 8 on, he's had the same average start, but he's improved his average finish from 7.4 on the East to 4.8 in the West Coast rounds.
Yeah.
So he's getting the same start, but getting better finishes.
All right. I don't know.
So you got to give him something on that.
All right.
Who else do we got? Do we cover AP?
Well, he's winning the poll. Does that cover him enough?
What does the stats say about this man, though?
His last 7 finishes are 6, 9, 6, 5, 3, 9, 6. There's no way you could watch him leading that race on Saturday and think he's only had one podium
in a row in the last 7 rounds. That's crazy.
I know, it's crazy, and he should have won.
Spoiler: the wild card this round. I think he's taken the wild card. He's taken 9th more than any other rider this year.
What, actually. Twice? Or for the whole season? Maybe, yeah. I mean, but I think he's better than that, man.
Yeah,
momentum.
For sure. Don't get tricked into that.
What did Jeff Emmick say? I'll take momentum over a points lead.
Yep.
Okay, I like it.
Don't argue with the first.
I'm high on AP, man. Oh, gosh, it's hard not to put Tomac in first, but I might put AP up there.
I'm putting him up there.
Okay. You're putting him to win?
No. Not to win.
Okay.
Just because I think Tomac's faster, and I'm picking Tomac to win.
All right. Malcolm Stewart, I'm not even going to talk about. He's a wild card pick for me. Wild card watch, put Malcolm Stewart.
He's one of the top riders getting picked for wild card right now.
And it should be. His last 5 finishes are 11, 6, 13, 14, 5.
I mean, he's starting to get into the area. Is something going on in my mind?
I don't know.
Because this dude should be 4th to 7th, maybe even 3rd to 7th, honestly, in my mind.
And then look at Marvin Musquin. He's, oh gosh, poor guy. 7, 22, 21, 2, 7. Talk about just things not going your way. Yeah. His starts, man, he hasn't gotten one good start in a while. His last 5 starts, he hasn't gotten better than 4th. No. Where's the Marv we used to know?
Something might be
the
going
one
on
you can count on.
I mean, he's had 2 hard crashes. He hurt his wrist. He got a concussion. He's not a safe pick for the top 5 in my mind.
Glenn Danzig said that Tomac put in an order for a broom.
He's
sweeping. Yeah, he's going to be sweeping Atlanta.
I could see it happening.
Oh, man. Chase Sexton, we've talked about him a little bit. He is going to be – Josh, how's that poll looking?
So Sexton won. We completed it. Or sorry, not Sexton.
I was going to say, really? That was
Plessinger.
A stout comeback.
Had to be close, though.
Yeah, Plessinger had 55% of the votes.
Oh.
Sexton, what, 30?
I don't think we had Sexton on the –
Oh.
Was he not on the
Maybe
poll?
we did.
Well, look, he's gone 2, 21, 5, 4, 8, and starts of 3, 6, 4, 6, 4. It's hard to beat that.
Led for the 12 laps last round.
I think Sexton's a solid podium this weekend.
I have to agree with this.
Dude, my podium might not have a Cooper Webb or a Ken Roczen on there. It's certainly not going to have Ken Roczen.
He has a reason to push forward. I think Webb didn't battle him really, as hard as he would have normally.
Yeah.
So I think he's one of the motivated dudes.
I'm getting my podium right now in my head. I'm just not sure of the order, but there's Plessinger. Anderson's getting a lot of votes. Yep. He's beating out Sexton.
So this is the finalized. We finished the poll, but yeah, Sexton got 4 votes. I think most people thinking him as like a top contender at this point.
No love.
Maybe.
Stewart
Anderson's just got to get a start, man.
No love.
But
what else on Sexton? He's only started worse than 6th in one of the 7 rounds he's been at.
He's a solid pick.
I need to stop being scared to pick that man.
Yeah, you do.
The whole time he was leading, I was just hoping he wouldn't get caught.
I say that, and I didn't pick him last race, but
I didn't either. What about Savatgy though? I got stats on him.
Yeah, for wild card.
No, for even a spoiler.
Oh, come on.
Look at the lap chart.
Bro, look at his last 5 finishes. He's gone 8, 8, 11,
the
7,
man
12.
Was in 5th place.
I don't care about any lap charts. I
For
care
a
about
third of
results.
the race.
That doesn't, and where'd he finish?
Taking it
8th
race
place.
by race.
Thank you.
I'm
8,
saying
8,
it can
11,
happen.
7, 12.
I'm not jumping ship on my boy Savatgy.
Oh, come on.
What else? What do we have to back it up? His last
Nothing.
5 finishes, 12, 7, 11, 8, 8.
No, that's
Last
you went the
5
wrong
starts,
order.
12, 9, 14, 5, 5. There's been debates on which order
Okay, he's
to
starting in 5th and getting 8s. He's going backwards.
Okay, I will say he's probably a better chance at the wild card. But the man was in 5th place for a while.
Thank you, Krista.
Was in 5th
Thank you,
place
Finding
for a
Haley.
while.
Look at them. No way, bro. Savatgy spoiler, get out of here. Striving and
Oh my
thriving,
gosh.
says Fart Vader.
Come
Still
on,
can't get over
man.
that name.
The man was
So
up
you're
there for
saying
a
there's
while.
People are hating on you right now in the comms, bro.
I don't care. Me and
You did
Joey,
it to yourself.
we're riding it out.
That's like taking Dean Wilson, the wild card or the freaking LCQ champ this year, and just saying, "Oh, you know what? He's a good spoiler this week."
Dude, we're getting to the end of the season where those riders start to move up.
It's not even about winning anymore.
Your heart isn't a stat, Christian. We don't believe feelings over facts.
Maybe it's some team tactics, maybe a little bias. I don't know, but I'm not jumping ship on Joey yet.
All right, sounds good.
Man
Watch him
was
just
there.
prove everyone wrong and
If
get
he
a top
gets in
5.
that top 5, I'm coming back.
Hey,
on
I'd be
this show.
happy for him, but come on.
Speaking of riders with your heart, Dean Wilson for the wild card is a solid
Putting
pick.
riders in my mouth again.
Solid pick for the wild card. I don't care if he didn't make the main. It was just a bad week.
Yeah, but he's good for wild card. Look,
He's only finished between 9th and 12th this season.
that's a good pick for 9.
So he's going to be around there whether you like it
to
or
be honest,
not.
between him and Savatgy, it's like a battle royale.
Yeah, they're probably my best 2 or top 2 picks for the wild card.
His average on finish for the season is 10.78. But he's been to the LCQ 5 times this season. He's won 4 of them.
It's weird.
Holy,
dude.
come on, Wilson. What about Martin?
Your boy.
Hit it. I'm waiting. Martin! Thank you.
What
Look,
does he got?
he's taken 9th and 10th this season.
Might be a good pick.
This poor man, he crashes like at least 4 or 5 times around. But that's okay. He's a risky 9th because you're banking on him not crashing.
Well, it's
which
also
is
his
highly
best
unlikely.
finish of the season.
Ooh, we got the wild card pull. Who's it going to be? Malcolm Stewart. Oh, he's a good pick too. Muscan, Savatgy, Wilson. Who's that? I'm getting so old. My sight's terrible. Davalos and then other. Who do you think's going to win? Who's going to get Friesen up there? But that's for a reason. He's not ninth. He's not ninth place material
this year.
LC champ for a spoiler. I did not say that.
Well, it's
Taylor.
Freezy. It's Freezy.
Look at that, Stewart.
He could do it.
Factory bike and didn't make the main. Well, hey, there's been other riders on factory bikes that haven't done that. Villapoto didn't make a main event one time.
That's true.
Went to the LCQ and crashed out.
Yep. I don't like Stewart. I think he's going to do better than 9th. Muscan, I think he's going to do better than 9th.
Barsha.
Savatgy, Wilson, Davalos, I'm liking that range a little bit more.
Who's your heart telling you right now? Other than Savatgy in top 5. Wilson?
It'd be his best match his best finish of the year, and I think he's going to be pretty motivated after last round.
Savatgy's been getting better. Savatgy's getting better starts and then kind of fades back.
Yeah.
I will take, here's my theory on this. You guys listening, tell me if you agree. I would rather pick a rider who chances are is going to get a better start
and fade to a position.
Fade to 9th versus a Dean Wilson who's going to start outside the top 10 and work his way up.
I could see that.
That's my theory on that.
A lot of riders aren't going to risk too much to move from 11th to 9th. So I can see what you're saying there.
Maybe. I don't know.
But like I said, too, Wilson is going to be motivated from himself, from that team. He's going to try to get every position he can, I think.
But I think Savachi, he's getting good starts. I think he's getting more momentum, but I just see him kind of cruising back to ninth.
Savachi hate
but
around
Dean
here.
I know, but
I'm just
Dean
listening
Wilson's
to this over
good
here.
too.
I'm chilling.
I don't know. It would be hard. What do you guys think? Who's winning the poll? Savachi, Stewart is ahead of Savachi right
Wilson's
now.
up there.
Yeah, Stewart's winning with 42% right now.
See that, dude?
I just picture him better, but I mean, I think his average finish is around 8th. Stewart on the season, so that's whether you like it or not.
I don't know. L21S14 said is Max
Roczen.
and Steve for the wild card. What?
Taylor, I don't dare pronounce that last name. Roczen for the wild card.
Scheidel?
He took 9th last round, so it's not that crazy. I don't know.
That's true. But,
Jeffrey Erlings.
Oh, man, I don't know. It's tough.
Oh, is Krista's just trying to troll me? I'm sure there's a stat for that. Yeah, I got stats for everything. I can manipulate stats.
Oh, man. You're getting you see, Taylor, he's with me. Start to fade, 100.
Yeah,
I'm onto
I
something
agree.
there.
It's a good point.
Okay.
It's a good point. I'm just saying Wilson's a different story because that man needs every position to make up for last round.
Savachi always, he didn't crash last time, Pista.
Savachi's riding clean.
All right. Well, look, while we're doing that, first of all, let's just little recap here. People, we are trying to give away a free Justin Barcia signed jersey, and all you got to do is give us your best meme in our Discord. Link is right there. It's in the description, and you have until this coming Saturday.
Try to keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Keep it mean.
I mean, we are giving away jerseys.
Rubbin's racing.
The guy who got the Osborne jersey sent us the picture, and it's like a famous actor. His dad wanted her.
Son's like Instagram famous or something.
Yeah, Paxton Booth sent us a picture of him with the jersey. Said he talked his dad into changing his picks last minute. Got the jersey.
Boom.
So
that's all. So all you got to do is submit your favorite meme. It's that simple. Okay. Let's talk about prizes, though, because that's why we're all doing this, right? 1, to bench race, 2, to make the racing more exciting, but everyone wants to win a prize. I want to see him on the mullet. I want to see the mullet on top of the box. I like your thinking premix and pedals. All right. Weekly prizes. Christian, I did them last week. You do them this week. What do we got?
All right. First place this week's going to get a Bell Moto 9 Flex. Second, O'Neill gear set. Then going down to a Cherubi spending spree. Pivot Works spending spree. Set of Bridgestone Battlecross tires, Galfer oversized rotor kit and brake pads, Pro Taper sellout device and tie downs, Fastway, foot pegs, Fly Casual spending spree, Fox V1 helmet, and of course $10 Rocky Mountain gift cards to help you get that order started up.
Ooh, and also a quick shout out to Bell up on top. They also have their new Moto 10 spherical helmet coming out very, very soon.
We'll do a video on that soon.
We filmed a spotlight video. Be on the lookout for that coming up very, very soon. All right.
Do you need me to come in model that or what? I got a large
I think your head's
cranium.
too big. I don't have a
large.
size quadruple XL. Sorry. All right. Grand prizes here. KTM 450 SXF Factory Edition and a KTM 250 SX. Dunlop MX33 tires for a year. You got $2,500 to Rocky Mountain. That's a good one. Alpine Stars gear and casual spending spree. We got Tusk Megabyte tires and a wheel kit. Milestone Video Game Supercross for the game. 4K HDR TV and console. I'm getting a lot better at these as we go through.
Yeah.
Fly Racing Gear Package, Stasic Stability Cycle and Accessories, and Motion Pro Tools Prize Pack. Those are the grand prizes up for grabs. And we will have a double points round coming up, the last round of Salt Lake.
Last round. Remember, after round 16, if you've played every round, your lowest score will drop. And then after the last round, your second lowest score will drop. So a lot of people freak out after round 16.
Lock them in.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
You're trying to avoid it.
You want me to go? Me?
Yeah, let's
Bro.
see it. I'm making a sick comeback.
All right, here's my podium as of early this morning, but it may flip here. I got Tomac, Sexton, AP, Webb, Anderson, and then Savachi, my wild card. But I might flip Tomac. That top three might shuffle around a little bit, but Tomac's just hard not to pick to win right now.
Oh, yeah. We're really similar. I mean, I got Tomac to win. AP second. My logic is that Tomac is just faster. There's no doubt about that. Sexton getting good starts in third. Cooper Webb, I think, just cruise controlling it at this point. Dungey in fourth place. Jason Anderson fifth. Like you said, he's not getting the greatest starts, but he'll bulldoze his way up there. And then ninth place, I'm going with Dino.
Okay.
What do you got? What's your podium, Josh? on the spot.
Man, I mean, neither of you guys even picked Roczen in the top 5.
Thank you,
Crazy.
Krista.
No.
I haven't thought about it, but I think Roczen is probably going to be hungry. I think he makes a charge. Probably not back to the top spot, but I think it's probably going to be something like Tomac, Webb, and then Roczen.
No Ferrandis, no Barsha for either one. All
Well,
of us.
you asked this podium. Oh, for us in the podium?
I'm just wondering with all three
But
of us.
we got AP up there.
Is Barsha or Ferrandis in your top 5s?
See, man, that's tough. Barsha could just come out swinging and hole shot next week. I don't know, Patrick. I don't know. Barsha's going to be – it's just tough, man. You always kind of go high off of based on who had the best rides the weekend before.
I'm kind of let down. I mean, I had him in second place, so I don't want to – I wasn't hating on the man.
He was a start away from a top 5. He rode good in the heat till he threw it away, so –
it hurt me.
It could. But you know what? Every week you're going to pick a rider who you're going to feel bad about not putting somebody else in there. But
there's
hey, you got to take
good
chances.
riders than there are good spots.
But every one of these guys has been solid, so I'm okay with that. Okay.
Will's still thinking that Webb will get a whole shot and peace out.
Look at that. Tomac, Barsha, Anderson for Steven. He doesn't have Coop in there or Roczen. Interesting. All right, well, look, there you have it. Go to RMFantasysX.com to sign up today if you have not yet, because you always have a chance to win weekly prizes. We already list them off. We give away 100 every week. Christian, is there anything else we need to say before we let everyone go other than
if nobody does it,
I say I will keep it. I'll keep it. Like I'll hang this on my wall. Signed, people.
Dude, it's a sick jersey.
Don't miss out on your chance. We want to give this
Christian,
away.
Maybe give people some good guidance if they don't know how to make good memes. Is there like a good app or something that you use?
That's a good question.
I just usually DuckDuckGo meme creator, and then I get on it. And honestly, I don't even have anything in mind. I'll just go and put in like a funny movie, and once I start seeing the memes from that movie, something comes to my mind.
You go to DuckDuckGo app?
That's my search engine. I don't mess with the Googles. I do the DuckDuckGo meme creator, and I'll search like Dumb and Dumber and then start looking at funny memes and something will come to my mind.
Did he just say he doesn't do the Googles?
I don't do the Googles.
It's your tinfoil hat on right now.
Do it for Dale. Woo!
Better cover up my camera on this computer that might be watching me. Well, anyway, from all of us here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC,
there you go. Hold on.
What?
Shane is giving a shout out to Mematic app on the Apple Store is good too. Shane can put out some fire memes.
Shane is our social media director. So he would be a good guy to listen to.
Yeah, he puts out some
Mematic
fire
app.
memes too.
Thanks, Shane. Because that's a good. I didn't know the answer to that because I've never done a meme.
Come on, dude.
What?
Where have you been, old man?
I know. All right. Well, thank you everyone who watched. We love you all. Wouldn't do it without you. I'm Chase.
I'm Christian.
We'll see you Friday.